Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to One Man Gaming. Today we're going to be checking out this new game that's going around called Hurtworld. It's a survival game like Rust and Ark Survival and other titles like that, where the only real goal in the game is to stay alive for as long as you can, and every other goal other than that is what you come up with by yourself. So you start the game just as you saw me before, just spawned in on the edge of this salt plateau. You've got nothing. Unlike other survival games where you get, a rock or something, and to start off, you just got to go around and gather stuff with your hands until you've got enough to make some tools, and then from there you can start harvesting some larger stuff and getting more and more resources. So as you can see now, I'm just running around and grabbing stuff with my hands, whatever I can find, and then hopefully, once you do that for a bit, you have enough to start crafting some larger stuff. Because unlike other survival games, this game's pretty unforgiving. And as soon as it becomes night, you'll pretty much freeze to death overnight. So you really want to get enough tools together to gather a fire pit and get some warmth and maybe some clothing or whatever else you can find before night comes, because that's a very big problem in this game. So I'm just going to keep searching around for stuff on the ground and hopefully get some tools by nightfall, and I'll see you guys then. Alright, so we survived the night, and as you can see, we've got a pickaxe, a hatchet, and a spear. So we've got some basic gathering tools and some weapons. And we've also picked up a friend that we've teamed up with, because unlike many other survival games, when you die, you don't lose any tools you're carrying or your clothes, you just lose the resources. This basically means that people aren't going to be instantly hostile towards you. I mean, there are those people that will do that, but the majority of people are friendly or willing to trade and team, and it's much more realistic, adding a sort of barrier that will stop you just instant killing everyone you see, because it's a game that doesn't really have morals, but this kind of makes it more realistic, I find. But that being said, if you do end up killing someone, you will get a bandit buff, which I'll go into probably in another video, but that basically means if you die, there's a 10% chance of you losing any of your items you're carrying. So if you do go banditing and then someone ends up killing you, you can stand to lose quite a lot. And it stacks in duration the more people you kill and the more banditing kind of activities that you do. So you can't just go out, kill someone, and wait a couple seconds. It's usually, 15 minutes before you can go out safely and collect resources again. So killing someone is something you got to put a bit of thought into, whether it's really going to be worth killing them or just letting them go. Which leads into the idea of holding people up and really being a bandit and making people drop what they have in return for not killing them, but leaving them with some stuff to make it worth their while. And I like this aspect of the game, which makes it feel much more realistic in terms of what would actually happen in a real survival situation. Now, since we've got some basic tools and stuff together, the next objective really is to get a roof over your head like any other survival game, and a way of setting your spawn, because you don't want to always end up in that desert, because unlike other survival games where you'll spawn in random locations around the map, this one will always spawn you in a vicinity of the salt plateau, and from there you can fan out into different parts of the map. But it makes getting to better locations with different types of resources and stuff much harder to do if you don't have a set spawn that you can constantly go back to. So I'm going to keep farming, and I'll see you guys when I'm ready to start building a base. Alright, so I don't quite have a spawn ready, but I'm going to start setting up a little base, because I've found a safe spot out of the way that I can just farm some resources up. So it's just going to set down the workbench, which you need to build. Need to have to build anything above the very basic starting stuff, and a fireplace, because as you can see now, I'm starting to get cold, and on the bottom left it has timers to when the effect will start to kill you. So I have to get a bit of heat, and I might just build some clothes and stuff to keep me warm also. So now I have a fire going and some pants on, which always helps. And as you can see, my cold bar has disappeared and I'm no longer cold, which is great. And I've also got some ores in the fire smelting, and now I've got a heat bar. So as you can see, this game is very picky when it comes to keeping you alive. I was just cold a second ago, and now I'm overheating, and I'm just trying to grab some stuff out of the fire, so nobody comes along and steals it while I got to cool down on the other side of this rock. So yeah. Alright, so now I should be able to build a hammer, which you need to start building a base. So a base can be very beneficial because only you can open the doors, and although you don't have a spawn, it's somewhere safe to keep all your stuff. So setting a spawn is pretty costly, so having a little base just with a 1x1 with a door or something will help a lot in holding your supplies together and not losing them to bandits. So as you can see now, once I get rid of this screen, the whole map is divided up into quadrants. So each spawn totem that you put down gives you ownership over that quadrant. So they're defined by these little green bars, which make up boxes, and they only are visible when you're holding the hammer. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm right on the border of one. So it probably wasn't a great place, but I'll work with it, hopefully, and we can get a little base up and get a spawns, hopefully, close behind. Alright, so here we go. Moment of truth. We're going to get this spawn totem down, just as this dust storm's coming in to whack us to bits, which kind of sucks, but, you know, soon we should be good. So all you gotta do is come over here and place it on the ground, which is kind of annoying. I'd imagine they're gonna fix it later on, because you can place it on those foundations, but then to put a roof on it, you have to build more than a wall high. So the easiest way around it is just to put it on the ground and build your base around it, I find. Now we got a totem down, we'll finish off the foundations, put some wall ups and a roof, and have a pretty good base. So as you can see, the walls come in segments. It takes 2 walls for 1 foundation, and it's a pretty good little modular design, I find. So yep, ran out, but if we can grab some more, we'll continue building the base. So I'll catch you when it's looking pretty good. Alright, so here we are with the completed base. Well, the start of it anyway. It took about 3 hours of game time with the help of another person to get it to this level. But at this stage, you know, there's room for everything you need. Got a totem down in a special room there. So there's level defense if someone tries to raid us. And you can get onto the roof. And then got a wall up for some a little farm protection in case people come along and try to steal your grapefruits. But yeah, so I hope you liked the guide, and I'll catch you later.